you, people. Welcome back, all you subscribers and followers. The title of this one is Why Nobody Wants to Work in Your Shop Anymore. You want to know the biggest lie in manufacturing right now? It's impossible to find good workers. No, good workers are everywhere. The real problem, good workers are tired of walking the shops that still operate like it's 1997. They're tired of low respect. They're tired of being overworked. They're tired of seeing lazy leadership. They're tired of hearing that's just how manufacturing is. The most dangerous part, the small and mid-sized shops that refuse to evolve are dying right in front of everyone's eyes. Because while some owners are blaming employees, other shops are quietly building environments where people are driving 50, 60, and 70 miles one way just to work there. I know it because I was one of them. I drove 62 miles one way for the money and the opportunity because some shops understood value, and others treated skilled people like replaceable parts. Tonight we're talking about the brutal truth no one in manufacturing wants to say out loud. And in this conversation, if it offends you, you might be part of the problem. So, why people don't want to move up? Here's the first reality management needs to hear. People are not avoiding leadership because they're lazy. They're avoiding leadership because they've watched supervisors get destroyed for years. Think about it. Why a good operator, why would they want to move into management when they see supervisors working 70 hours a week, getting screamed at from above, blamed for everything, expected to answer phone calls all night, and making barely more money than the operator standing right next to him? That's not leadership. That's punishment with a salary. Then management wonders why nobody wants to move up. The younger generation is watching. They're watching everything. They see burned out supervisors. They see divorces. They see stress. They see impossible expectations. And they say, no thanks. If companies want leaders, they have to build positions people actually want, not positions that destroy lives. Talent is still out there. Now here's where it gets controversial. Talent absolutely still exists in America and here in Michigan. Some of the best machinists, engineers, maintenance techs, programmers, and operators are out there right now. Problem? They've become selective. And honestly, they should be. Because skilled people finally realize something. If they're going to sacrifice their bodies, their time, and their families for manufacturing, the shop better be worth it. Some owners still think workers should feel lucky to have a job. And that mentality is dead. They stay for respect, stability, opportunity, communication, decent wages, clean environment, good training, and leadership that actually listens. You know what attracts talent faster than fancy ads? A reputation. Workers talk. Oh, they talk. The best machinists in Michigan know which shops are disasters. The welders know. The maintenance techs know. The programmers know. And once a shop gets labeled toxic, good luck fixing that reputation. The biggest waste in small shops. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes I see in small and mid-sized manufacturing. Completely wasting engineering talent. I've seen shops hire brilliant engineers, then use them like glorified paperwork clerks. Meanwhile, the company is struggling to compete. That makes no sense. Your engineering team should be helping attack problems constantly. Cycle times, material costs, tooling improvement, automation ideas, fixture redesigns, ergonomic improvements, quality improvements, preventive maintenance systems, local product opportunities. But too many shops stay stuck in the survival mode. Here's the hard truth. Small shops cannot compete long term by being average anymore. Overseas competition is too strong. Large corporations are too advanced. So what's the advantage of the small shops? Speed, innovation, flexibility, and creativity. That's where engineers should come alive. Reverse engineer products, find ways to build local, create improved versions, build fixtures that cut labor in half, find faster processes, develop niche products, stop waiting for customers to save the business, build something worth buying. Because the shops that survive the next 10 years are not just going to be the manufacturers, they're going to become the problem solvers. Respect is the real currency. Now let's get to the part people really don't want to hear. Respect. Because respect is hidden currency inside every successful shop. And disrespect destroys more businesses than bad machines will ever. You can have brand new CNCs, brand new robots, brand new software. But if the culture is garbage, none of it matters. I see $1 million equipment sitting inside buildings filled with bitterness. People stop caring when they feel invisible. Operators know when management only walks out to complain. Maintenance knows when they're only noticed during breakdowns. Engineering knows when their ideas get ignored. And management knows when employees intentionally stop giving effort. Respect goes in both directions, top down and bottom up. Management has to respect the experience on the floor, and employees have to understand the pressure leadership faces too. The best shops that I've ever seen had one thing in common. People actually talk to each other like human beings. Crazy concept, right? Not screaming, not humiliation, not ego battles, just professionals solving problems together. Culture changes everything. What employees need to bring to the table. Now, employees watching this part is for you. Because this conversation can not only blame management, workers also have responsibility. You want better shops? Bring value, learn skills, cross-train, understand machines, learn setups, troubleshooting, learn quality systems, learn programming, learn how the business works. Because the employees who become irreplaceable are the ones who solve problems, not the ones who just complain. And listen carefully. If you want respect from management, start thinking bigger than your station. Understand downtime costs, understand scrap costs, understand delivery pressure, and understand your customers. The employees who rise fastest are the ones who think like the leaders before they become leaders. And another hard truth, attitude matters. Nobody wants to promote someone who poisons the room every day. Skill matters, but attitude multiplies skills. A motivated team member who wants to improve can become incredibly valuable. The future of manufacturing. Manufacturing in America is at a crossroads right now. Some shops are going to evolve, others are going to disappear. That's reality. The winning shops are going to Invest in people, invest in technology, train internally, clean up toxic culture, use engineering correctly, and create environments where employees actually feel pride again. And pride matters because people want to build things. Manufacturing used to mean something. People are proud to say, I make that. We need to bring that mindset back, not through motivational posters, not through fake corporate speeches, through action, real leadership, real opportunity, real respect. That's how you attract talent. So, if you're a small to mid-sized shop owner, supervisor, or manager, watching this and thinking, yeah, we got some of these problems. Good. Because admitting it is the first step. The good news, most manufacturing problems are fixable. Sometimes it takes outside eyes. Sometimes it takes someone willing to walk the floor, ask uncomfortable questions, and identify what's actually hurting morale, efficiency, and growth. Well, that's exactly what I do with Midwest Shop Floor Solutions. I bring over 30 years of manufacturing experience across multiple industries and multiple levels of leadership: production, operation, process improvement, shop floor culture, training, efficiency, communication. I come in, study the operation, talk to the people, identify the problems, and help create realistic solutions that actually work in the real world, not corporate fantasy. Real manufacturing solutions. If your shop is ready to improve retention, culture, communication, efficiency, and leadership, reach out. My email will be in the description below. And if this video made you uncomfortable, good, because sometimes the truth is exactly what manufacturing needs to hear. So remember, Midwest Shop Floor Solutions, and we're fixing your factory flaws one shop at a time. And I'll see you in the next one. Be sure to like, share, and follow.